the emotion system of Exoddus. How is that being revamped for Soulstorm?
I wouldn't say that it is. We're trying to build in more emotional reflection as an ongoing relative action. But in Soulstorm, one of the things, and you got to realize where that came from in the beginning, right? Is we were like, we're going back to the beginning of the conversation. We've gone full circle, but it's like,
Yes.
what can we do? And in that, let me tell you, it was not easy figuring out what can we do, having to get a game done in 9 months with the engine and we have and the assets we have and all those things. And so we were trying to squeeze like, well, what else can we do with these guys? And we were like, well, what if when they saw people get killed, they got depressed and then they wouldn't follow you anymore, right? And then what if they saw too much of that, they'd start to commit suicide. And that increased that type of play for that era pretty well, I think. And but for this era, it got tedious. You're like, okay, I'm this guy had an emotional fit, but now I've got 20 of them following me. It got more than we wanted to dive into, and we didn't think it was as fun. So we didn't go that route. We didn't go like, okay, we're going to manage their emotions. Instead, we gave them a different capability, which is we're going to add them as a force multiplier to Abe's abilities. And that's going to have a number of causes and effects that influence the game. So we chose to invest in some slightly different areas, and the emotional management was not one of them.
Well, that's interesting. Like,
yeah, it's like there's certain things that were fun then, and they're fun in your memory. And you're like, yeah, I want more of that. But if you played that today, you realize, wait a minute, I kind of been playing this for 22 years already. And you're like, yeah, you got to take some creative chances and break into different areas. And then you have to really be selective about where you're spending the money that you have, so you don't screw up, too bad. And in that, we chose different battles to fight this time, and we really wanted to break through really into new ground. It wasn't like we were trying to reproduce Exoddus.